corners of the planet, apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, who still teach me this truth, who still rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the elect of the nation of Israel, scattered out the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing this word in humility and sincerity as commanded by the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. And the title of this lesson, as you can see, is The Only Way Out is Up. You know, because as you brothers know, you know, we're at the end of this thing, man, and it's about to get tight. You know, it's about to get very, very tight, man, to the point where it's not gonna look as though we may make it, you know, in some cases. The Lord said that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. There's nowhere that we can go hide here on the planet Earth. You know, the only way that we're gonna make it out of here is up. That's the only way. You know, there's no geographical location on the planet Earth that you can go to escape the judgment. The only way that we're gonna make it out of here, us brothers, is up. You know, and I just been thinking about that, man, because you know the walls are truly closing in. You know, that time of liberty and grace and mercy is truly coming to a close. You know, and it's gonna be to the point where the only people who make it out of here are the ones that get taken up. The only way out of this bitch being Babylon the Great, this great whore, this bitch, you know, this wicked whore. The only way out of here is up. And this is the definition of, this is dictionary.com, the word rapture. Let's see if I can get it to play. All right, so it won't play, but we know it's a rapture. Now, the word rapture is not actually in the scriptures. Okay, this is not a scriptural term that you could. Salakia. Yeah, man. Satan say he might be fucking with us today. So let me read it again. I don't know which definition it stopped having sound, so I'm gonna read it all the way through again. It says the first definition is ecstatic joy or delight, which again, like I said, is ironic because if we're taken up and we hit them chariots, that's the emotion that we're gonna feel, ecstatic joy and delight, which is the main definition for rapture. Second definition, often raptures an utterance or expression of ecstatic delight. Third definition, the carrying of a person to another place or sphere of existence. Fourth definition, the rapture, theology, the experience anticipated by some fundamentalist Christians or Israelites of meeting Hamashiach midway in the air upon his return to earth. And that's the act of rapture that the scriptures speak about, of meeting Hamashiach midway in the air, okay, upon his return. And that's the only way that we're going to escape out of Babylon. That's the only way to escape out of Babylon. And as y'all can see, I can never just turn on this camera and do a normal lesson without nothing going wrong. So bear with me while I pull that definition back up. Bear with me. So the act of being taken up and meeting the Lord in the air, midway in the air, that is considered a rapture. But the word rapture is not in the scriptures, but the act of the rapture is in the scriptures. Okay, and that's the only way we're going to escape. That's the only way we're going to escape. You know, because the Lord said that he's going to bring evil that they shall not be able to escape, speaking on the 2/3. So it says the fourth definition of the rapture, it says the experience anticipated by some fundamentalist Israelites of meeting the anointed Hamashiach midway in the air upon his return to earth. Fifth definition, the act of carrying off. So the Lord is about to carry the elect off. He's about to carry us out of here, man. We're about to be rescued. You know, we're about to be rescued. Now, from there, we're about to be rescued. Let's see. Let's go to Second Esdras. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna get my sword. I'm gonna go to Second Esdras. Chapter 9. I'm just going through the spirit. Second Esdras chapter 9. Verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. So this is how the righteous is going to be saved. The only way out is up. That's it. That's the only way the righteous is going to get up out of here. It says, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, right? But inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created, right? Don't be worrying about how the 2/3 is going to get judged. We know they're going to get judged. How they're going to get judged. Such as for the famine to the famine, such as for the sword to the sword, such as for the captivity to the captivity. You don't got to be worried about every detail. What you really need to worry about is how the Lord is about to deliver you, how the Lord is about to make a way for you. He's gonna make that path straight for you to get on them chariots. It says, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created, because the world was created. If we are those men, the world was created for us anyway. You know, the world was created for us anyway. So we're going to inquire how the righteous shall be saved. Isaiah 11. Isaiah 11. I mean, it's like Isaiah 1. I'm thinking about Isaiah 1. Isaiah 1 and 9, except the Lord of hosts had left us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. So the Lord is about to leave a very small remnant, okay? And if he didn't leave a very small remnant, we would have been like Sodom and Gomorrah. And we know Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by thermonuclear fire. But the Lord had a force field around Lot so that nuclear destruction couldn't touch him. You know, he basically had a force field around that man. And when his wife turned and looked back, the force field left her and she turned into a pillar of salt. That's why the scriptures say, remember Lot's wife. Let me get something real quick. This is the book of bear with me. Okay, Genesis 19. Genesis chapter 19 and verse 23. Genesis 19 and verse 15. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. Okay, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive none of her plagues. So who guided Lot and his family out of Sodom and Gomorrah? Lot being that very small remnant. Who guided them out? The angels of the Lord. Psalms. So I'm showing you, Lord willing, how the righteous are going to be saved. The angels are going to be guiding us. Psalms 34, verse 7, the angel of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. So the angels is going to be guiding us in that day. That's why it would behoove brothers to get into the Hebrew, man. You know, if an angel write a message in Hebrew of some safe haven or giving you directions where to go, how you going to read it if you was neglecting to study the Hebrew? Now you can't read this message. It says, verse 15, and when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand. So Lot was being lazy. Lot was not being lazy. Lot was being nonchalant about it. Here it is, the angels trying to have him make haste, and this brother was acting like, like he had all the time in the world. They hasting him, and he haste. So they had to grab him by the hand and pull him out. It says, and while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his 2 daughters, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua being merciful unto him, because the angels didn't have to do that. The Lord was having mercy on him. Like, look, man, do I have to drag you out of here? It says, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, escape for thy life. Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. So we can't look back. We cannot look back. At this point, we cannot look back. Because number one, this is not our rest. That's why Hebrews says what it say. Now is not the time to be looking back and doubting and maybe I should just go back in the world. Maybe Esau won't come down on me if I go back in the world now. Maybe she'll take me back if I stop being in the truth. Hebrews 10 verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So we're not going to be of those who draw back unto destruction. The only thing now that we can do is keep moving forward so that we can be taken up, because the only way out is up. It says Genesis 19:17, and it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad that he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. So he told him to keep going till you get to the mountains. Don't look back. Verse 18, and Lot said unto him, O not so, my Lord. Behold, now thy servant have found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. It says, verse 23, the sun was arisen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. Then Yahweh Shai rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh Shai out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind, and she became a pillar of salt. Let's go to that word look back in the Hebrew. When you go to that word look back, If I'm not mistaken, it's a heavy definition. Let's go to it. The Lord specifically commanded them not to look back, not to draw back. The word is nabat. Nabat. It says to look, regard, to look, to regard, to show regard, pay attention to, consider, to look upon. It says to scan, look intensely, by implication, to regard with pleasure, favor, or care. So she had a lot of pleasures in Sodom and Gomorrah. She had a lot of care for the things that were in Sodom and Gomorrah. Now is not the time to have a lot of care for the things in Babylon the Great. Now is not the time to have a lot of pleasure for these things here in Babylon the Great, because this is how the righteous is going to be saved, and the only way that the righteous is going to get out of here is up. Luke 14, verse 26, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So now is not the time. Now is the time to forsake a lot of these things, man, because this is how the righteous is going to be saved. This is how the righteous is going to be taken up, because at the end of the day, the only way to get up out of here is up. So Lot's wife looked back, and she looked back with care. It says, this is the word in the Hebrew. It says nabat. It says by implication, to regard with pleasure, favor, or care. So she had pleasures in Babylon. She had favor in Babylon. She had some type of things that she cared for in Babylon, which caused her to look back. It says, behold, consider, look down, regard, have respect. So she had respect for certain things that were here. And we might have respect for certain things, certain people that are here. But now is not the time to look back or regard them. We're going to disregard. Let's look up that word, disregard. Disregard. It says pay no attention to, ignore. See, if she would have disregarded the things that were in Sodom, she wouldn't have looked back. If she wasn't paying attention to it, she wouldn't look back. She would have never turned into a pillar of salt. It says the action or state of disregarding or ignoring something. It says take no notice of, carelessness, non-observance, indifference. So we have to be indifferent to this society. We have to be indifferent to the society. The scripture say that the love of many shall wax cold. That's us too. We can't give two what's about this place, man. If we want to get up out of here. If we want to get up out of here, because right now we're inquiring about how the righteous shall be saved. They can't look back. They can't regard with care the things that are here. The only way out is up. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 5. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. And it reads, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors, right? When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. Why? Because you have so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in order. See, Esau's power was having us in disorder, having us far away from the will of our power. And our power is all about order. So when Esau saw us in order, that brought fear to his eyes. Okay. And he knows that when he gets exposed, that's the end of his kingdom. Once his wickedness is exposed, his kingdom falls with it. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 5:2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. That's us being beamed up. That's the act of the rapture. Okay. Again, the word rapture is not in the scriptures, but the act of it, the definition of it is. So when they see us getting beamed up, it said, the scripture said that our enemies shall behold us. That's in Revelation 11, but it's also in Isaiah. Bear with me. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Real quick. Okay, Khan, the water Yahweh Shemel Shah. Isaiah 52, verse 10. It says, Yahweh Shemel Shah have made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our power. So all the ends of the earth, these other nations, they're gonna see the elect get beamed up. They're gonna see that. They're gonna see that. It's gonna be spectacular. It's gonna be glorious. Isaiah 52 and 10. Yahweh Shemiah Washai. Let's start at 9. It says, break forth into joy and sing together, ye places of Jerusalem. For Yahweh have comforted his people. He have redeemed Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. And Jerusalem starts with the elect. It says, verse 10, Yahweh Shemiah Washai have made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of the Yahweh Shemiah Washai. Excuse me. So when you go here to Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2, when they see it, what are they going to see? Our salvation. It's going to be strange. Our salvation is strange to them because it's so far beyond all that they look for or anything that they could ever imagine. So that definition is strange. It says, let me get y'all up. It says, an unusual or surprising in a way that is unsettling or hard to understand. They're gonna be unsettled. They're gonna be dismayed. It said that the heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven. They're gonna be dismayed. They're gonna be unsettled. It says not previously visited, seen or encountered, unfamiliar or alien. Damn, that's heavy. Definition is strange. It says strange. Not previously visited, right? Never so far beyond all that they look for, never seen before. Not previously visited, seen, or encountered, unfamiliar or alien, out of this world. See, the only way out is up. The only way out is out of this world, to be beamed up. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 5:2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Yeah, we thought that this nigga was crazy. We thought that he was just some Bible nerd who just couldn't stop doing lessons. We thought that they was just some old bums on the street with sackcloth. We didn't know that they was the prophets. We didn't know that the elders and apostles, great millstone, was the prophets. We just thought that they was some damn old fools, man. They count our life madness. You know, it might be a brother in another camp, IUIC, or one of these low-level camps. Well, I don't know why do GMS do so many videos? I don't know what the Lord didn't say do no videos. The Lord didn't say you got to put up lessons 24/7. Okay, we're gonna see. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 4. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. They think that our life is gonna end without honor, man. They don't see the significance of what we're doing. They really don't see it. It's mind-blowing. They really think that you following the commandments of man. The Lord didn't say do 3 videos. The Lord didn't say post a video every day. You got brothers pushing back. I don't really know how to do a video every day. I don't really want to do a video every day. You know? That's Satan. But hey, y'all can still hear me, so you know, but that's what he do, man. He be bored with me. This is Wisdom Solomon 5 and 4. We fools account his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of power and his lot amongst the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. See, this talking about Israelites, man. It says, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. So speaking to the heathen and these Israelites, man, they're not walking in the way of truth because there is no lie that is of the truth. So if they have a lie in their doctrine, that means that they're not truly following the way of truth. You know, and I'm going to keep trying to get the camera back, but I don't think it's going to come back. You know, well, let me do this. I can use my other camera. Lord willing. Nope. Other camera ain't working either. So yeah, that's what. But anyway, Wisdom of Solomon. So yeah, that's Wisdom of Solomon 5. You know, it says, therefore have we erred from the way of truth. Why? Because they didn't follow this sound doctrine. They wanted to follow whatever they doing, you know, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, because this is the true light, man. Letting our light so shine before men daily, teaching daily, you know. Let's go to, let me put the Bible back on the screen since my camera just start wigging out. Man. Revelation. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians. Why don't we? 2 Thessalonians. No, 1 Thessalonians 4. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 13. It says, but I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. Right? Because we don't have to worry about those that died in the truth, those that died knowing Yahweh Shema Shai, because they will be redeemed out of the graves, upon his return. They will be the first ones to be redeemed out of the graves upon his return. So we don't have to worry, as if there's no hope for them just because they're asleep. Verse 14, for if we believe that Yahweh Shai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahweh Shai will the Most High bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, right? With a shout, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of power, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Here comes the quote unquote rapture. Verse 17, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, midway in the air. So shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, man, because this is the only way out. The only way out is up. The only way out is up, man. Just like yesterday, we went into building that tower. You have to, in order to build a tower, you got to keep going up. You have to keep leveling up. You have to keep increasing. Even in the spirit, if you're not going up in the spirit, then how you expect to be beamed up? Oh, reminds me of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 2. Ecclesiasticus 2. Let's see what we got. Ecclesiasticus 2. Slacky, bear with me. I think I got my camera back. I was fiddling with it. Ecclesiasticus 2. And we're going to start at 1. We're going to read down. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So you have to be going up now in order for you to get beamed up out of here, because the only way out of here is up. It ain't left, it ain't right, it ain't down into no bunker. The only way out is up. So you have to be increasing now. It says, cleave unto him, Yahweh Shema Shai, depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. You see, that's why in Revelation it says, let's go to Revelation 3. Revelation 2. Revelation 2 and 19. I know thy works and charity and service and faith and thy patience and thy works, and the last to be more than the first. See, so your last works, your last patience, your last faith, and your last charity should be more than the first, because you're constantly going up. You're constantly going up. You're setting the tone for what's about to happen to you. You're setting the tone for you about to be beamed up. If you you just constantly going on the same pace, you're not showing no improvement, you're not showing no decline, you're just stagnant, then you're lukewarm. It says, cleave unto him, Sirach 2 and 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. See, the increase is getting beamed up. 1 Thessalonians 4. Let's go to that word caught up. Shall be caught up. See what it say.
Strong's G 726. Harpazo. Harpazo.
It says harpazo, and it reads, to seize, carry off by force. That's what the definition, one of the definitions of rap, carry away. So we're going to be carried away. We're going to be caught up by Yahweh Shemel Shah. We're going to be rescued. It says to seize, carry off by force, to seize on, claim for oneself eagerly. Lord is going to claim us. It says in Wisdom of Solomon that he had to prove us first before he could claim us, before we could become friends. To seize on, claim for oneself eagerly, to snatch out or away. Catch away, catch up, pluck up, pull up, take by force. So the Lord's about to come and snatch us out of the hands of this devil. That's in Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 82. Because this man has we are in this man's hands, man. And the Lord has to come and snatch us out of his hands. Psalms 82. Let's start at the top. It says, the Most High standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. So the Lord's about to snatch us out of this man's hands. He's going to rid us out of his hands. It's like if a dog, the dog got, he done chewing on your sock or chewing on your shoe, and you gotta rid it out of his mouth. That's what the Lord has to do to take the elect up out of this kingdom, man, out of this wicked kingdom, man, to rid us out of the hand of this devil. Let's go to that word rid in the Hebrew. It says natazayal. Natazal.
H5337. Not Sal.
Natazal.
Not Sal.
It says to snatch away. Same thing. Being caught up. To snatch away, deliver, rescue. I just said we got to be rescued. Save, strip, plunder. To tear oneself away, deliver oneself. To be torn out or away, be delivered. The Lord's about to snatch us out of this man's hand. Lord's about to rescue us, recover. Lord's sending the chariots out on a rescue mission. And who is he going to rescue? Matthew 24:30. Matthew 24:30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So the Lord's coming back to rescue the elect. He's coming back to save the elect. That's who he's coming for. Let's get one more. Zechariah 13. Verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire. The third part is the 1/3 that the Lord will have mercy on, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Shemel Shah is my power. Yeah, the Lord's going to bring us through the fire. Some of us are literally going to go through fire before we hit the chariots, because the Lord said that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. 1 Peter 4:8. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? They're not going to appear. Let's go to that word scarcely. 1 Peter 4:18. They're not going to appear. It says, with difficulty, hardly, Not easily. Yeah, because he gonna have to rid us out of this man's hands. It says hardly, not easily, scarcely, very rarely. Because there ain't gonna be many of us that get saved up out of here. It's gonna be rare that a person gets saved. It says with difficulty, hardly, scarce, with much work. You know, and what it means is it seems difficult to us. It seems like it's much work for us, but for how about Shem Yahushua, it's easy. The Lord said, "My hand is not shortened that I cannot save." It's gonna be easy to the Lord, but it's gonna seem hard for us. Isaiah 50, verse 2. Wherefore, when I came, was there no man? When I called, was there none to answer? Is my hand shortened at all that it cannot redeem? Or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke I dry up the seas. I make rivers a wilderness. Their fish stinketh, because there is no water, and dieth for thirst. I clothe the heavens with blackness. I make sackcloth their covering. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Most High, have given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. That's the elect. He waketh morning by morning. He waketh mine ear to hear as the learned. The Lord gave us this truth, man. So the Lord, he gave us this truth, and he's gonna save us because we have the truth. He's gonna save us because we have the truth. We kept the word of his patience. You know, Revelation 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So the Lord is going to beam up the elect so that they don't receive them plagues. Okay? He's going to beam up the elect so that we don't receive those plagues. Let me go to that word plagues real quick to see what it say. It says a blow, stripe, wound, a public calamity, heavy affliction, plague. And we know what those plagues is pursuant to Zechariah 14 and 12. Nuclear missiles, that nuclear missile destruction, the fire that the Lord is going to bring the elect through. It says, and this shall be the plague, Zechariah 14, 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh Shem Yahushua will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So this is the plague that the Lord is going to save the elect from, so they don't have to experience that. So they don't have to taste that. Revelation 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua entered into them. Let me read that right. Revelation 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shem Yahushua entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Same thing we read in Wisdom of Solomon. Why? Because of what's about to happen next. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. The only way out is up. That's it. The only way out is up. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And that cloud is a chariot. It's not talking about a puffy white cloud. It's talking about a so-called foe. It's talking about a fathership. This is that word, come up. It says ascend, to go up, to rise, mount, be born up. Being born means to be carried. Spring up, to go up, literally or figuratively. And this is talking about literally. Arise, ascend up, climb, go up, rise. Also, when you read, I'm going to go to it next, Lord willing. When you read about the standard that the Lord is going to lift up, the Lord says he's going to lift up a standard. That also goes into us being beamed up. That way to escape. That standard that the Lord is going to lift up. We're going to go to that next. Also, let's go to that word ascend. Ascend up in a cloud. And our enemies beheld us. They're going to see the salvation from the ends of the earth. Ascend, to go up, to mount up, be born, same thing, same word. To be carried away. The Lord's going to carry the elect up out of here. Isaiah 59:19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against him. So the Lord is going to lift up a standard against this devil when he comes in with great wrath, when he comes in like a flood to devour. It says that word standard. So the Lord shall lift up a standard. It says to flee, it's to take flight, depart, disappear. So this is the Lord's going to perform miracles for the elect when their backs are against the wall. Because right now our back is against the wall, man. That's why the title of the lesson is The Only Way Out is Up, man. You know, the walls is closing in. It's about to get real tight, man. You know, this devil is formulating his system to come up against us. It says to flee, escape, to take flight, depart, disappear, to fly, to the attack on horseback or chariot back, to drive at, to take flight, to put to flight, to drive hastily. So the Lord's going to give brothers power, man. Power to escape, power to take flight, power to disappear, power to fly, to attack, power to put to flight, have motherfuckers running, to drive hastily, to cause to disappear, to hide, vanish away, subdue, capture, chase, impel, deliver, abate, away, be displayed, to flee away, put to flight. Man, the Lord's about to do wondrous works, man. Let's go to damn, I thought about 2. Isaiah 20 and 26, and also Isaiah 30, or Isaiah 26 and 20, and also Isaiah 30. What is that? Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31, book of Yeshaya, chapter 31, verse 5. As birds flying, so will Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it. And passing over, he will preserve it. Passing over how? In a chariot. As birds flying. We're going to be caught up like birds to meet the Lord in the air. Brother might be, you know, you might have a group of a SWAT team in front of you, you know. And the Lord could give every last one of them a heart attack and they drop dead, you know, or the Lord could give you spiritual power to stop, or the Lord could make you just poof, disappear. You know, like brothers always say, you know, the Lord smit the army with blindness so that they couldn't see Elisha, you know, or either the Lord could have smitten them. The scripture said that he smote them with blindness, but what really could have happened was the Lord could have made them invisible. See, because the Lord is far out, man. So the martial law troops might kick in your door, and they come throughout the house. They search the house. You you basically surrender, and they don't even see you. They walk through you. You don't know what the Lord can do, man. Scripture say with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, nothing is impossible. Isaiah 31 and 5. All you got to do is believe. All you got to do is have faith as a mustard seed. Who have trusted in the Lord and was confounded? Name one. Isaiah 31 and 5. As birds flying, so will Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defend. We need to be defended. We need a defense. We need a defense because we don't have no offense. All we have is defense. We have no offense. Do you realize that? It says defend Jerusalem. Defending, also he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. Who is he going to preserve? The elect. The elect, the hopeful elect. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we know that that's the only ones that's gonna make it up out of here. Who else will we aspire to be? Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. The chambers is the chariots. You go to that word chambers, it means rooms, place of dwelling. It says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself. Remember the definition of standard, to hide. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. That little moment is talking about that 1 hour. That 1 hour that Babylon is going to be destroyed. And the elect is going to look down from the chariots and see the destruction within that hour. Revelation 15, verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous. 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the glass of sea. So, like it, stand on the sea of glass, and having the harps of power. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, the Lord, power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. So the elect is going to be standing in them chariots, and they're going to be looking down, and they're going to see that lake of fire, man, and they're going to be praising Yahweh Shemel Shai, singing the song of Moses, you know, because they were beamed up, they were saved. Because, and the only way to be saved again is up, man. You know, that's the only way. You know, because everything else is this place is a death trap. You know, this place is that great altar, you know, that's gonna be burnt up, you know. So you know, I really believe that was the point, man. I just wanted to get that out, and Lord willing, you know, you all were edified. I want to say, call halayimla, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rachah Kodash. Nathan Mashanakabah, Lahazakwamyam Shagadaraka, which means give double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Brother Yaquam Kwam, Yasharala, Ababa Shalom.